Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. This is Midas Jimo, the team lead of Flabi Express. I have something very fantastic for you. Many friends have been complaining of, oh, I don't know what to do and all of that. There's something I said in this era we are in the financial market. You two major problem that we have before, two major problem, very complex problem that we have before in financial market to be successful. Number one, skills and access to associated or tools that will make your trading or business easy. So skill is a major is a fundamental part of your success in business, let alone talking about trading. You need to be skillful. There's a need to have the right strategy, not complex one, not over ambiguous kind of English. We're talking about simple but sensible type of strategy that is repeatable. Now, in those days, it's quite difficult for you to have access to some of those simplified training. Now, let me tell you why it was difficult that time. There was a kind of monopoly of knowledge. So Mr. A, what he knows about forex trading or crypto trading may be predominantly the style that they have been using during the time of Mongo Park. And though he's winning, but it makes the whole process so tedious, so difficult that an average person is already considering himself a failure, unable to actually go through the route. Now, some started and couldn't finish. They left. That's the truth. They tell you financial market, crypto, forex, and not like it's not easy and it's not for everyone. They cannot do it and all of that because the skills were so cumbersome to go about. Not because the skill was so that, but what we know and what we're used to was cumbersome. And many too who actually felt that their profession. Let me use an example. When a man who is teaching you about something and he has, sorry to use this language, he has taught you and is telling you a lot of things about it, the rules, the regulations, and he's not speaking in his life, there are chances that you will be discouraged along the line. So there's that ridiculous style that people use in trading. And then, so you could even use a whole year, trying to learn and trading on demo. Yes, I've met friends who told me they have been trading. I say, oh, good. He said, how he wish what he has been trading was his personal account. I said, what do you mean? He said, no, all this while that he has been learning, his mentor said he can't trade live now. He has to be trading demo. I said, how long have you been trading demo? He said about 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, is it actually bad? But that was what they were taught, and that was what they knew. That's the truth. That was what they were taught, and that was what they knew. And so, was it actually wrong? No, it's still mentorship, but chances are there that out of many that will start, a lot will drop out. That's the truth. The second aspect is capital, equity. In fact, in those days, if you consider yourself to be trading Forex, you have to start with $10,000 because there is no massive leverage that we used to have now. So you have to. That's the truth. Now, I'm arriving somewhere. I have good, fantastic solution for you that boils around these two problems. Skills, which was so cumbersome, difficult to understand some of those terminologies and all of that. Now, second is the equity. So in those days, for you to actually trade Forex, you have to have nothing less than 10,000 as the minimum. Over time, it's like 5,000, later 3,000. Now, I may not have time to explain the factor responsible for those things that time. Is that because of the what do we call it? The leverage they will give to you was not big, and so it's cumbersome. So one click, only one asset will have consumed larger portion of your money. So if you have gone through Forex market or Forex education, you will know about what we call about margin, spread, and all the like. So, but I'm not here to teach you that. I'm here to show you solution for the problem you still think is a problem. It's not a problem. The skill, to acquire skill now, I've been singing this song many years back. I said, knowledge is already decentralized. Yes, no monopoly of knowledge again at all. Forget about it. What to know, if it's not being used, is going to be wasted. To learn Forex now, you have so many free information everywhere. In fact, you probably would not, it's just because mentorship is different from running academy. Now, to say you want to go to one academy to learn now, what you may need mentor. What I mean by mentor is not about a mentor that will be, conjuring you with all manner of things. Because what it does is that without a mentor, right one, without a mentor, you may lack method and result will be far. So method, so when you have a mentor, you are able to capture and leverage on his shoulder and all of that. So it show you some things, what you will have been studying and reading books for. You can read those books later. So what I've seen now is this. So the skill, you have access to free education everywhere at your fingertips. Not even this AI level we are, ChatGPT, different platform. Any concept, any information you are looking for about financial market, forex trading, crypto, stock market, AI will do it for you. That's the truth. Now, why you probably need mentor is that a mentor will streamline and instill understanding, because there are things, of course, you copy from AI, you may not be able to understand in depthly. But let me still tell you, if you know how to go about typing some of the prompt, the AI will explain to you in detail. After all, some mentors many of us have today is online. So your online talk to you. So you have AI that you can talk to, replies you, and all of that in voice and all of that. So you can see skills in this era is free, is decentralized. You don't need bottleneck or whatever, button up of whatever to access the right education in forex and crypto, in stock, and all the like. But you need mentor who will direct you, who will tell you what to do part-time. You see, anybody can make money, but not everyone can build wealth. So you need the right mentor to show you how to build wealth, if he has built his anyway. The second thing is capital, equity. Now, today, the cheapest thing you can get is capital. I'm telling you. So in those days, people ran into problem trying to access big equity. How do they run it? Some go to their family friends, some go to the bank, some go to some of those cooperative and all the like. And eventually they blow the account. The journey and the dream of their forex trading is truncated. Some ended up in, the police custody, some in jail, some were jailed, they were in prison and all the like. Yes, you can ask a lot. I've known a lot of people. Yeah, was that their fault that they actually blown their account? No. Anxiety, lack of mentor and method, because no right mentors and all of that. Even the mentor you have, he need to still be mentored, and so many problems coming together. So people run into so much problem in accessing fund, even if they have learned the skills, the simple skills, they have learned the basic they could learn, but access to fund was difficult and they were struggling here and there, so they have to take loan. I know a lot of friends who were arrested severally because they collect money from family and friend, the place of work, and when eventually blow the money, they were on the hide. So they were hiding everywhere. Some eventually apprehended, and then they were paying money that they did not actually use. Now, in this trend, make people believe that when it has to do with online, forex, crypto is a scam. It's actually not true. So that you blow your account, you see, blowing account is normal. I always tell friends, it's better you blow your account early than in forex and crypto. It is good to blow account early. If you blow account late, it's not good. So because why? Some of you could just come and Forex will give you a warm welcome and you'll be entering trade and it will be succeeding, and you think that that's how the market is. Now you'll be so extravagant and do anyhow and then mess up the whole thing. Now, so getting this, that means today, both the knowledge and the fund, there's what we call power of leverage. Let me quickly look at the concept of leverage. Look at, they say the power of leverage is using a small input like a tool, borrowed money, or connection to create a much larger output or result, multiplying your effort for greater gains, efficiency, and growth, similar to using a physical lever to lift a heavy weight. All right, it's about achieving more with less by strategically deploying resources like money, financial leverage, people, labor, knowledge, or media, that is code content, to amplify returns and overcome limitations, though it also magnifies risk. Have you seen it now? There is nothing that have good side without its bad side. Now, so the concept, it boils around, look at it, mechanical advantage, the fundamental idea borrowing from physics, where a tool lever helps you move something easy, all right? Something very heavy easily. Amplify returns, financial, using borrowed fund, debt, to invest, increasing potential profit beyond what your own cash could have achieved, but also increasing potential loss. Now, because if in the process there are some losses, now you are going to pay back those borrowed funds, even though the purpose was not achieved. Do you understand now? So you can see the complexity of the whole thing, but for that fact, you still need leverage if you must go bigger. If you are looking for bigger, mega result, so you need leverage. That's the truth. Just like in forex trading itself, broker give you leverage. Without the leverage, you wouldn't be able to buy, because to buy one instrument, it was going to need about maybe 10,000 of whatever unit of it in your dollar. So by the time you put your dollar, it's already consumed. So broker give you leverage with small money can amplify. So that's why you can have $100 and you are doing transaction of $100,000. You get it? Yes, you are only what you have is $100, but because of leverage, you can be doing transaction of $100,000. You can see now. Now, in economics, they refer to this thing internal economy of scale, right? So then you have external economy of scale. So, but of course, as you borrow fund, should there be losses now, and it's big so much, you lose your money and you lose people's fund, and the deal is that you need to pay them their fund back. Are you getting it now? So those are the risks associated with it. Now, another thing about this concept is that efficiency and productivity, accomplishing more in less time by leveraging system, technology, or others work, e.g., employees, partners. Now, we see your mentor is your leverage, knowledge and skill, using your expertise to create scalable product like a course or a leverage mentors. Okay, leveraging mentors and networks for guidance. Media or code, digital leverage, creating content or software once, e.g., an app or book or YouTube video that can reach and generate revenue from millions with minimal additional input. So now this is the power of leverage. Are you following now? This is the power of leverage for wealth, for business growth, and for personal growth. So if you are not leveraging, I'm sorry, you are creating problem for yourself. Now, so skill, education is freely available everywhere. You have AI, ChatGPT, different platform you can ask questions. In fact, go and check exchanges now. Go to Bybit, go to different exchanges. They now have their own AI that you can ask questions that will do analysis for you and even give you this market, this number of people. We call it social data. And so things are more easier. But if you are far off, you wouldn't know. So now let's go to equity, assessing fund. Now in Forex, the first that actually brought about this, they refer to it as called prop firms. What are prop firms? Okay, so Prop firm offer merit like access to large capital with low personal risk, advanced tools, structured environment, and profit sharing, ideal for skilled traders needing leverage. However, drawback include strict rules and valuation fee, profit split less than your 100% of your effort, but remember you are leveraging on their capital. So now let's look at the bad side, the good side and the bad side of, so the good side of prop firm. So prop firm give you access to large capital. You trade with large sums, maybe 50 or 20,000, 30,000, 100,000, and there's so much money. We have some prop firm now that give you up to $1 million and you are trading. So what you now need to sharpen your skills. So fund is no longer a problem. I was telling some persons the other time that you do not need to borrow money from anybody enough. Stop borrowing money from family, friends. When you lose the money, when you see them, you'll be lying, you are hiding. Funds are available. OPM, other people's money. So it's a win-win skill. We have venture capitalists, companies, business people who gather fund as liquidity, all right, or broker have gathered those liquidity for them and looking for people like me and you that know how to trade and give and trust this fund in our hands. But the way it's wrong, it's not like if you blow the account, what you may lose is maybe the fund you use in accessing it. Simple. There is not going to be any arrest. No CID is going to pick you. So how Profem actually run is this. They can have a company that fronts to meet with people, or they could be themselves set up a prop firm on a simulated platform and look for traders who claim to know how to trade and make you pass through the testing period. So, and in that testing period, you have a lot of tools available at your disposal to learn more. And then when you approve yourself that, oh, so let's say you assess, you pay for an account because they will ask you to pay, still business because it's part of the thing they use maintaining server and all of that. So what happened? They are going to give you, all right, they are going to give you, let's say they give you 100,000 simulated fund to let us see your capability, your knowledge and skills. Now, they'll say scale through, some will say scale through level 1, level 2. When you scale level 1, maybe it's lock, maybe the first entry lock in Forex. Then they say go to level 2 again. You go to level 2, you still scale through. They say, okay, you are proven to be this. All right, now take fund and trade. But once you trade, you take the larger part. Some can say 50-50%, some can say 60-40, some can say 70 in different dimensions. But the most important thing now, you do not need to take loan from the bank to trade. So that means another thing is a lower personal risk. You risk the firm's money, not your own, reducing financial stress. The only thing you stand to lose your time and the money you use in purchasing the prop firm. Advanced tools and support. Of course, you have support. Okay, I just mentioned about access to sophisticated software, AI, and mentorship. So many things. Then structure environment, strict rules, enforce discipline and risk management, which benefits some traders. Now, I always tell people, if I have anybody who says I mentored him, I would love you to take a prop firm so that you will have learned some level of discipline and then it will be easier for us to put you through. Are you following now? Then, of course, profit sharing, then validation strategies and all that. Now, the disadvantage is not a personal thing. How do I mean? Evaluation fees. Some people don't want to pay a dime to anybody, so it could look costly to you and all of that. Some person don't want to share the profit, but you have forgotten that you leverage on the capital, but we can still say it's a disadvantage. Strict rules and pressure. In fact, in those days when Prof. first started, you must pass the challenge in 30 days, one calendar month. So it led people to blow account and repeatedly looking for more money to buy a new account over and again, over and again. Did you understand? So these are issues around that. So restrictions to tools. Some will not allow you to use some EAs, robots, and some will not allow you to trade high frequency trade and all of that. So, but are there good thing about prop firm? Fantastic. Why? It has reduced, it has removed, you don't need to start begging any family member, come and borrow me money. You can hustle to get little fund and buy a prop firm. Somebody will say, okay, how do I hustle? Hustle anyhow. If you are going to go to do hard labor, go and do. Now, today again, instead of doing those hard labor, there are digital marketing, affiliate marketing you can build. Even the prop firm itself, some of them run affiliate system. You can market when you have not even purchased, and then they will pay you affiliate commission. Let me use an example. Plan B Express Cash Flow Solution Club offer affiliate commission of 20% if you refer anybody to subscribe to our services. So you don't need to, you just need to be open-minded and you have access to opportunity. Are you following, please? So if that's the case, now I want to take you, we have different prop firm. I use many prop firm, but I have two prop firm I want to show to you now, and the different strategy are coming up. I'm still going to unveil to us in the part 2 of discussing about the bad side, the good side of prop firm. And the dimension of prop firm now, let me count one example for you. Before, the rules were so strict, the cost to buy them were so high, and other factors put together. But now competition has entered into it. It's highly competitive. So another group can set up their own prop firm. Now, another risk I didn't mention is that some can be like, what language will I use? Some can be dubious platform and not genuine. Prop firm is not a broker that is regulated. So they can practice anything, and some can collapse and run away with even your money and the effort you have put. So don't get it twisted. And that's why I will tell people, leverage on prop firm and spread. How? If you are trading on prop firm, make sure as you make the money, be withdrawing and build your personal broker account that you can be trading on. Remember, it's about leverage. You get it? And don't use only one prop firm. Though we have for a prop firm that have been on for many years, the like of FTMO, that should be about more than 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have a lot of platforms that have come and gone, and they are still proving lasting stronger. So there are other prop firms too that have made their policies, their strategy to reduce the stringiness of their policies or rules have reduced because different prop firms come with different style that are somehow appealing to customers or traders that want to take it. So I have two prop firms I want to give to you, but before that, we have now a prop firm that runs simulated system entirely, whereby you have to buy the simulated account and run level 1, level 2. Then level 1 and level 2 was more pronounced and popular over time. Then new prop firms start introducing only one level, pass only one level. Maybe they will say pass 10% of the account. Then as time goes by, some prop firm came up with what we call instant funding. Though some of the rules in some of those instant funding can be very stringent, which sometimes always encourage people to go for challenge account so that you can test yourself. But nevertheless, there are instant account. So different styles start coming in. So we still have normal style of either level 1, level 2, level 1 alone, or instant funding. Now, another style that some companies or brokers now use is this. They call something amplification, amplifying of the money deposited. In prop firm conditions is that you have to pass. When you pass, you have funded the live account, even though it's still simulated. Then you must have traded the number of so days, and you must have, some will say you have to make so percentage. Now we have some new dimension of prop firm now, which one of the broker we're actually using, but I won't mention it right now because I would only want to mention about two prop firm that I want to show you the uniqueness of this prop firm that are going to help you. That we have some that allow you to deposit your fund. They are brokers. You deposit your fund, apply for the program, and your account will be amplified up to 12 times. So if your account is amplified up to 12 times, let's say you put in $1,000 into the broker, you apply for the amplify fund, then your money is amplified up to 12 times. That means you have $12,000 to trade with. But what are their own rules? Their own rule is not like, okay, you must do this percentage and all. Their own rule is simple. Don't trade and reach maximum loss of 10%, which means if I put in $1,000 and I'm giving $12,000, 10% of $12,000 is $1,200, meaning don't lose your money and lose 20% of that money on our own account. So we still give tolerance for you to lose $200 of our own money. So, but the question I always ask people is that why on earth will you want to trade and then blow your own account? Will you love to blow your account? No. So then if that's the case, then you should have able to learn how to manage this. Now, the question you now ask me, Felix, what other rule? The second rule is this. As you are trading, as you are trading, your money is like a liquidity. That's another style of liquidity. That your 1,000 is a liquidity. For 30 trading days, your liquidity is in the platform or not matured. So that means you won't access that your 1,000 for 30 trading days. But what now happen? If you trade and you make $20, $50 on your account, immediately, let's say today, you subscribe for the account and you are given 12x amplify liquidity, and you trade and you make $100, immediately you can withdraw that $100. It has nothing to do with the equity that is, um, agreed to stay for 30 days. Now, what happened after 30 days? Assuming you are no longer interested, or perhaps something came up. That's one of the things we tell people. Anything you are doing, you have to look at the flexibility. So if you want to now take out that money after 30 days, it's your money. Request for withdrawal and you take your money. That's another style of profit. I have a broker now that I subscribe to, one of their, so I subscribe as an IB on their platform. I love it so much. But this is actually not meant for beginners. Yes, I've checked it. The platform is not meant for beginners. You now say, Felix, how? They are broker, they are old-time broker. How many years this broker has been? This is not a new broker. If I actually check, so don't worry, I want to check so I wouldn't lie. Let me check their year of existence. They operate a very unique set. My God, that's how things are. Innovations are coming in day by day, so you shouldn't complain. How long? I want to ask AI. Being in existence. So now, just like I was telling you, so this other broker, they separated their own. Okay, this broker I'm talking about started since 2007. This is 19th years, going to 20 years. 19th years, and it's operating over 100 countries. All right. And then this broker funded in Sydney and Australia, and then opened in London, a branch in London in 2012, and is again FCA regulation 2015 20 to 2017 expanded into China, Germany, and the Middle East, reaching over $100 billion in monthly trading volume. In 2020, rebranded from XXDs into this because became the official trading partner of Manchester City Football Club. My goodness. 2024 launched this a major capital allocation program for skilled traders. That's the program I'm talking about. My wonderful God. Then October 2025 celebrated its 18th years anniversary with Global Community Initiative. As of 2026, it's considered one of the most well-established and highly regulated brokers in the industry, holding license from top-tier authorities like ASIC, Australia, and FCA UK. So this is a different bond. Now, why am I sharing this with you? So if you are in this industry, don't play. And I have been always telling most friends I have to settle down and then just don't be in a haste. This is a lifetime career, and you cannot just afford to start to continue to gamble. You have to be intentional so that you can scale height. Are you following now? Now, so I've just told you this is a dimension Now, how do these people actually operate? Do you see the way they operate? When you open the broker, you select that package, you fund your account with minimum of $500 on that. That's your money you are trading. But what they are evaluating about you is your strategy, your discipline, your risk management, and other things. If you meet up with their standard, they scale you based on a particular score. When you attain a 50% of that score, they give you $5,000 added to that your fund. Now listen, this $5,000 is the allocation of their liquidity provider. So they give you institutional fund, giving you 5,000, making you to have 5,500 fund that you are trading with. And this fund, as you trade and you are making money, they are not going to take anything from that. When you trade and you advance, they see you worthy more, think it's a level they give you up to perhaps either another $50,000. It just scale like that up to 100. But at a point, then start sharing profit with you, get to high level of like 1 million, the profit they are sharing with you will reduce. So you can see if you are not developing yourself right now, you'll be missing so much. A time will come, you won't hear so much noise, come and learn, come and no, 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 no. Fund will be available. If you don't learn and develop yourself, then you are the one losing. Okay. So that's one aspect. So I have two prop firm. Well, I'm running with so many prop firms, but I have these two prop firms that I saw some uniqueness in them. And these two prop firms are Plutus and Blue Guardian. Now, let me quickly say about Plutus first. Now, Plutus said they used to have a special program, but it's not all the time it's available. At a point, they give you access to free account, but they run it as a promo, but it's not regular. So, but now, what can I do on Plutus? Plutus run different packages. There's what we call Lighting, Adventure, Challenge, and Instant. You can go for instant funding on Plutus. If they are running promo, you can have $5,000 at the rate of $87. Wow. Oh, yes. $87 instant funding. What are the conditions? Of course, 3% daily drawdown. That's not a bad one. 3% daily drawdown. And at first, trailing maximum drawdown of 10% until it's now static when you have grown the account, right? So imagine if the question I always ask people is that if I'm giving an instant funding account of $5,000, don't lose 3% of it on a day and 10% overall. So if you do your calculation, just take your calculator and check what is 3% of, and you are getting it with $87. So what is 3% of 5,000? So you just go like this, multiply by 0.03. I have a formula, so that's $150. So I always tell people, just tell yourself that, okay, if I'm trading with this, $150, so as your daily drawdown, don't go below, don't hit it. So you can divide into 10. So let's divide into 10. Is that so? Divide by 10. Let's go by 10. Okay, $15. So what I will be exposing to market per time, that is your stop loss system. In fact, I can even make it divide by maybe to be $10. So that is divide by 15. So 150 divided by 15, that will be $10. So that if you are entering a trade, finishing your setup, any stop loss that's going to take more than $10, don't take that trade. So that's a topic for another day. Many people cannot do it. Okay, so if I'm doing trade and I could get one or two trade in a day, right? I could get one or two trade in a day. So if I get one or two trade in a day, so that means if I win those two trade and I'm using $10, that means I've done $20 for that day. It's not bad. Following day you start, you continue. If in a week you're able to do $100 on $5,000 account, you do $100 in a week. If you are very, very meticulous, don't be too aggressive. You know where you are going to. So imagine that. So over time, you will have been able to do something meaningful. And they say, okay, when should I withdraw? When you must have done 7% of that 5,000. 7% of 5,000 will be how much? Let's look at it. $5,000 multiplied by 0.07. So that's about $350. Then you can withdraw. I think they run from 80%. If you pay for add-ons, can go to 90, 95% and all of that. So this is instant funding. Then if you want to go for 10K, $167. I think there's additional promo, but I can't really say. But at least just take this price. For $20,000, $319. All right. So 3% of $20,000. Let's look at it. $20,000. That is daily drawdown multiplied by 0.03. That's about $600. So if I'm going to be trading, let's say 10% of this multiplied by 0.1, that's $60. So that means any trade you are entering, just calculate if it's more than $60 as my stop loss, and what are you even trading? If you don't refine your trade to be getting like $10, $15, $20 stop loss, where are you running to? Because the question is that the stop loss that's going to $100, after that trade complete, assuming you didn't hit stop loss, are you going to make $200? If you are not going to make minimum of $200, it doesn't really make sense. So $50,000. So let's look at it. 3%, that's daily drawdown. I'm always calculating daily drawdown. I don't go to the overall drawdown. I always use daily drawdown as a parameter, 0.03. So that's $1,500. Amazing. $1,500. So if we are taking 10% of it multiplied by 0.1, that should be $150. Why? So you can even make it $100. Hey, my entry can even go as low as $50. It's better you enter 2-3 trade, you win there, you win then. So $50, you make 100 and you win, you make $300. So you can see this is instant funding. Now, there's what we call lighting. So let me quickly show you. What's the difference between lighting and this challenge? So the difference between lighting and this challenge is that, look at it. The price is cheap, and in lighting, right, you only do one level. You only do one level. That is to just make 3%. All right? Just make 3%. So once you make 3%, then you are funded. So other conditions attached, I think they have static 6% drawdown. Now, so static, meaning even if you have made so much money, they will still calculate anytime you lose any money, that is the percentage of that amount of money you are taking. Let's say now, let's go for 100K. 100K you are getting at $99. So $99, so just do 3%. But minimum trading days, 7 days. And you must, before first withdrawal, you have to do 7%, which is not bad. So now let's go. So 3%, because that time is live, not longer challenge. So now let's say 3% of 100K is 3K. Yes, 3% of 100K is 3K. Yes, 3% of 100. Okay, this one have trailing. I think each of them have different styles. So once you are funded, your trailing is 4%, meaning that it follows you. So what is your today balance? That's where the 4% is going to be. I think it makes sense. So why does it make sense? So let's say your money was for 100,000 before. So that means 4% is 4K. So your money now is now 150. It's still going to be 4% on 150, which is not bad. Look at it. So let's say 150,000 when you have traded it up to that, multiply by 0.04, that will be 6,000 instead of that 4,000 on 100K, which is not bad. So you can scale more and all of that. So that is lighting. Then, but if you go to challenge, a full challenge, I won't talk about this. So the conditions there, I don't even go there to check anything, but you can check it when you sign up. You can check it. I don't even go there, but I think it's for more professional traders. So now, so here we have different packages, 20K, 50K, and 100K. So this one is 2 levels, all right? Minimum trading days, 4 days. Profit target level for level 1. This is just similar to funded next. 8%, 6% level, first level, second level. Then maximum drawdown, maximum daily drawdown, 7% when you are, wow, this is, so this, you can see the big advantage. That is when you are still doing the demo trading or so a challenge. Wow, this is massive. 7%, that's big, guys. So imagine 100K, 7%, okay, 100K, I think they make it to be 5%. Yeah, I remember. So 100K, they make it 5%, which is not bad. 5% is 5K. 10%, yeah, is 20K. Ah, this is much. Oh. Now, 50K, they make it 6%. So 7%. So the 20K and 50K is 7%. This is massive. 12%. I've not ever seen 12% maximum drawdown before. Then once you pass the live, where you are in live, so of course, before you take your first withdrawal, you should do 7%. Profit target is 80%. If you buy the add-on, you can get up to what's it called? So you can get up to 95%. So maximum daily drawdown, 5%. This is big, guys. What are you talking about? So overall drawdown, and how much? This 129 euro. By the time you convert it to dollar, maybe 130 something dollars for 20K. This is extraordinarily cheap, right? Then this is the same thing, okay? So 189 dollars. Let's say it's going to be $250, and you are getting 50K. And look at the daily drawdown and overall drawdown. So, but this one, the drawdown reduced. 100K is 5%. Daily drawdown overall is 8%. And you are buying this account at 349 euro, maybe $350, give and take. All right. So, have you seen the uniqueness of this? I've talked about the instant funding. This is a massive stuff. You can run affiliate on them and all of that. I have an account with them, right? So you can trade on MT5, you can trade on Match Trader, C Trader. Okay, you have back office inbuilt trading view. Very fantastic. Trade locker. So, this is very fantastic prop firm that you may want to take part of. Now, let me go to the second one. So what's the uniqueness of me? I don't use only one prop firm. So because I want to have so much money, pocket of money on different platforms, right? So that I can trade here today. And so just like diversification. Okay, good. Now, this is very fantastic. They have unique stuff too. The unique stuff they have is this. They have the evaluation, they have the instant. Now, let me first tell you about the instant. These people say, okay, if you are crying of money, you do not have money, I'm so broke and all of that, and you want to have a challenge account, they say, okay, no problem. We are going to give you instant account, but at an affordable rate. But the deal of this is that we are going to share the profit 50-50. Number one. Number two, once you pass and you make the withdrawal, your first withdrawal, once you make your first withdrawal, that particular account is shut down. And let me show you. Instant. So if you want to get it, when you register with the link on the comment section, if you're in our group, take the link there. Once you register, when you want to register, once you click the link, click on instant. Don't click on standard, go to starter. It's called starter. So it's $5,000 funded account. Guess how much you are going to buy it? Less than $20. It's about 18 point something. I just call it $19. Oh, yeah. And they give you instant funding of $5,000. The only thing is that don't lose 3% in a day, which is not bad, 150. Then maximum loss is 5%, which is 250. So then no profit target. Okay? No profit target. So you need to reach. So all you do is that if you are made up to $250, as you withdraw that $250, okay, you take 50% of it, which is 125, and the system take 50%, and the account is shut down. Do you know the idea? They say, we help you to make instant money so that you can now buy challenge account. Or if you now want to go to buy instant account, at this time, let's look at how much will it cost. Let's see. Can it buy you can that money now buy you $10,000 instant account? Oh, yes. Look at it. $74, you buy 10,000. Now let's look at 25K. With $154, you buy 25K. Did you hear me? 3%, the same thing, the same rule. But this one, you are trading it, there's no shutdown. And they say payout, instant payout. All right? How often can you request to withdraw your profit? Instant. And then 50%, 80 ratio 20. So you take 80, then they take trading period continuous, so no shutting down. Okay? Maximum daily drawdown 3%. So you can imagine now, so 25K, man, 3% is 750. Guy, this is massive. 3%. So I can recommend this instant funding. In my office, I always tell people not to do some instant funding, but I think this one is worth it because there are no hidden rules. Though there's a consistency rule, understand that. The consistency rule is that, okay, how much is your profit, whatever. I think you should not do more than 20% of what you are withdrawing. And so there's a way it's being calculated, but other stringent rules are not there. Okay, so you can withdraw as you like. So you are buying it $154. I think this makes a lot of sense. All right, and then there's a promo of called first. So where I think that is already applied 50%. Because if you calculate this is 5309. I think it's already applied. Now, if it's 50K, you can buy 50K account with $239. Oh, yes. I think this makes sense. This makes sense. The 100K, you are buying it with $389. Wow. Super cheap. Then 200,000K, you are buying it with $594. 200,000. This is good. Oh. So can you see now? Very, very perfect. Very sweet. And although we don't know when the promo will be over, so maybe when you are coming, the price must have gone back to $1,195, which is not too bad. 195 for 105, something like that. Now, so if you now want to do evaluation account, so maybe when you have passed your account now, you want to buy big account. So without your $124, so without your $124, you can buy, let's look at which account can you buy? 125, you can only buy about either 25,000. Yes, so you can buy 25,000 challenge account. Okay? Can buy 25,000 challenge account. So your maximum daily loss is 10%, is 4%. So what should be your target? It will tell you your target. No, I'm doing one challenge. Okay, one challenge. So then the profit target is 10%. You need to do 10% profit, and then you are funded, and then you are enjoying yourself. Okay, so let's say you want to go for 200K account. You are paying 598. Okay. I think all of them are. I do not go to what this pro is all about. I didn't go there. I didn't go to this pro. Maybe it's cheaper. Okay, it's cheaper. But the conditions are now different. Okay, so which is the pro? So I think you just stay in your standard with rest of mind. Then you can do 2 levels. So I don't go there. So if you go to 2 levels, the difference is the price. And I think so. Yes, the price. 2 levels, the price. So level 1, profit target 8%, level 2, 4%, and the price is cheaper. So have you seen things are happening? So you can get instant funded account with this amount and you are cool. The only thing I tell people is that apply caution. Since it's your money, where are you rushing to? Take it easy, one step at a time. A time will come, you are perfect your strategy, you'll be trading more, making more money. So these are the 2 things. The other one I'm not going to unveil it to us now because for professional, and then maybe by the time you make a lot of money, you want to fund your account and build up, scale your fund. All right, thank you very much. So go to the comment section. The links are there. Register, verify your account because you have to do your KYC before you can. Even the instant funded on this, please take note. If you go to this instant funded account, because I know a lot of you may face that challenge. When you fund your account and maybe you go for this startup, immediately you register and all of that, pay your money. You are going to go to your back office. You need to sign an agreement. So you follow it. After you have signed the agreement, before you sign the agreement, you must do your Google Authenticator. There are some other things you have to do. Agree. If you don't do all of those things, if you don't do your KYC, and do Google Authenticator. You may do your KYC and do Google Authenticator. You want to go and they'll say, no, you don't have access to trade this. Contact your broker. You go back, you now need to see a place at your left corner where you need to sign a contract. Once you sign, the account is live, then you can trade. So please take note of that. It's very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, so you can see what I was telling you, that the problem of learning how to acquire the strategy is simple today. Then equity, simplest. So don't go and borrow money from bank. Is it wrong to borrow money from bank? No. But when you borrow money from bank and blow in Forex, even the banker, they call you Ponzi people, even though you are not into Ponzi. So, but you can't really clarify and differentiate it to them that I'm not into Ponzi. They'll say, okay, why? How do you lose the money? Because they will tell you in the bank that they are involved in legitimate business. Yes, they can make loss, but not this one, you lose everything. If it's not a scam, how can one lose all the money? Thank you very much. My name is Mida Jimo. I will be giving you detail about this. If you have any questions, you can always come to my DM and then we discuss as detailed as possible. If you're in my community, congratulations. These are good 2 fantastic broker prop firm that you want to take advantage of right now. Don't waste time. I don't know when those promo will be over, but do right now and take advantage of them. Thank you very much. Bye for now and enjoy your day. So go to the comment section. The links are there. Register. Then if you don't see the link, you can WhatsApp me. This is my phone number. WhatsApp number only. Call will not go through. WhatsApp only. +2349047044998. +2349047044998. Have a nice day. Bye.